here with the Puyallup Sumner Chamber of Commerce, and I'm bringing you a special member moment today. We have with us today Olivia Koelsch from Deer Ridge Memory Care. Welcome, Olivia.
Thank you for having me, Lori.
So I was just hoping you could share with us a little bit about Deer Ridge and what's going on with the facility and everything else that you have going on. I know you have workshops and things, so go ahead and tell us.
Absolutely. So as Lori said, my name's Olivia and I'm the Director of Community Relations for coming soon Deer Ridge Memory Care Community to Puyallup. We're going to be located right on South Hill, and right now our community is under construction. Some very exciting news and update for our construction process is we were on hold as of recently due to COVID-19, but we got great news from the city of Puyallup. They allowed us to continue construction as we were on halt because we were deemed as essential services. And so we were allowed to keep our construction going, and we are now still on track and on target to be completed in spring of 2021. So I like to make sure to share that with everyone in the community, with you, Lori, and everyone else at the chamber, because it's very important that we're on schedule, and we feel very grateful to be able to continue construction because not everybody has had that opportunity.
Right. Well, that's wonderful. We're glad to hear that. So do you know an approximate target opening date yet, or?
So spring of 2021 is kind of generally what we're sharing with families and the larger city of Puyallup. Right now, we're actually at a very good pace, so we might even be done before that, but we like to say spring of 2021. I follow up with our construction team weekly, and so that date is ever changing. But the last I checked with them, we may even be done before the new year of 2021, so before January. But to be safe, we like to make sure people are well prepared timing wise. So I like to say spring of 2021, but we might be done sooner. It's very possible.
That is fantastic. Well, I have a couple questions about Deer Ridge. I know that Puyallup is becoming a hotbed of senior living facilities of all different shapes and sizes and specialties. What specifically sets Deer Ridge apart from the other guys around town?
Absolutely. So Deer Ridge Memory Care, obviously in the name, we will be a community solely dedicated to caring for those with Alzheimer's and dementia. The reason we came to Puyallup is because we saw such a big need for caring for folks with this disease. Deer Ridge Memory Care will be a 69-bed memory care community caring for a spectrum of people who struggle with Alzheimer's and dementia. We have the capability to care for people who are very early on in their dementia, who have just been diagnosed, to somebody who is at the very last stage of their dementia. We will be what is called a P-style building, and it's a model that we have replicated again and again, and it's been tailored over time and is very intentional and works very well for how we do and care for those with memory care. We'll have a couple different kind of rooms offered. One kind of room is a semi-private, also known as a Jack and Jill. It is 2 bedrooms connected by 1 bathroom, so kind of a shared but yet private separate room. And then the other half of our rooms will be private rooms. So it gives families that option in what they're looking for their loved one. Yeah.
That's great. Well, it sounds exciting. I did learn a little bit about your kind of philosophy and when it comes to memory care, and maybe you want to expand on that a little bit.
Absolutely. So Deer Ridge Memory Care is part of the larger Koelsch Communities. Koelsch Communities has been around since 1958. We're family owned and operated. Being family owned and operated plays a huge part in our philosophy of care. It's our family caring for your family. And the why behind what we do is because we believe in loving our families, because we love our family. Back in 1958, founders Alice and Emmett Koelsch wanted to start a family business. They sold everything they had and they bought an abandoned nursing home in Longview, Washington. And it was there that they moved their whole family into the basement of that nursing home and later expanded their business. And in the 1970s, created one of the first assisted living communities in the country, perhaps even in the United States. That's something we're still looking for, but haven't heard anyone who has come before that. So they play a huge role in the healthcare community when it comes to assisted livings. But they sincerely believed in genuinely loving on people and caring for them, and have passed that down to generations now. The Koelsch family is still a part of the business, directly involved. And so we're very proud of our family history. Something else that plays in our philosophy of care that we offer that is found to be very, very rare, very unique in memory care. We offer 24-hour on-site licensed nurses 7 days a week. It's very unique. You won't find that too often, but it does play into our reputation of quality of care. We have licensed nurses not just passing medication, but they're able to assess somebody and know what they're looking for, as opposed to somebody who isn't licensed to assess somebody's condition and how they're increasing or decreasing. So it's very important to one's quality of life.
That's really great. And there is a video that we'll share at the end of this that really does a good job of kind of sharing that philosophy and showing it in action. So we'll get to that. But before we get to that, I do have a couple quick questions about, I know before the current climate of the area and the stay safe, stay home orders, you guys were doing a lot of workshops to educate people in memory care. People maybe what they're interested in looking for homes for their loved ones to stay in and move to and so forth. And I know that you're going to be launching those again. Want to tell us a little bit about that? That would be great.
Definitely. So we had launched what is called Discover Memory Care Workshops back in January. And these are complimentary free educationals once a month on Thursdays from 6 to 8 o'clock at the Puyallup Activity Center. We have complimentary dinner provided. Anyone's welcome, whether you're a family member or a healthcare worker or just purely interested in learning more about memory care. So anyone is welcome. You simply RSVP with me and you can get my information from Lori if you'd like, or pass it along to somebody that you know would be interested. However, due to COVID-19, we did have to put our workshops on hold. We were able to continue a few virtually, and officially as of now, as of last week, we were able to launch our next series as we had planned. And we will have workshops going from June until November of 2020. And we will be continuing them all this entire next year. And I will be sharing the word as those come. They usually are advertised in series of 6, as you see on the flyer. And you're welcome to join as many workshops as you'd like. You can join all of them anytime. Just let me know, and we'd love to have you. And our goal in these workshops is really to enrich and educate the area with knowledge on memory care. And we hope it really fills that shoe of in the memory care community.
That's great. And I'm was looking at the screen. If any of you were interested and you didn't get a chance to read the information at the bottom there, you can contact Olivia directly at 253-625-3104 or email at livingwellevents.org. Oh, I'm sorry, this isn't an email. This is a website where you can register. livingwellevents.org/Deer Ridge. And we'll make sure that that's in the comments here. We're on YouTube and Chamber Chatter and everything else. So in a minute, we'll go to the video. But before we do that, Olivia, just any final words that you wanted to share?
Thank you so much for having me, Lori. I would love to get to know any of you family members or friends of families who you know who are in the midst of caring for somebody, finding care options for their loved one struggling with dementia. And hopefully we can be a resource to you or pass along other resources that fit what you're looking for. So I'd love to meet you and see if I can help.
Thank you so much. This has really been great, and we appreciate having Dear Reg as a member of the chamber and all of the workshops that you've been putting on. And I can't wait till we can have those in person again.
I'm Benjamin, a social gerontologist with Koelsch Communities. The reason I became a social gerontologist was because I saw the greatest generation wasting away playing bingo and watching TV. I said, I want to be part of an international movement to change that. I want to make sure our elders have an opportunity to live lives of meaning and purpose where they can serve and where their stories are honored. We focus on reconnecting people to things that matter to them. We talk about our Living Well program as 7 ways that we reconnect people to the things that matter most to them. Living well in nature, living well in art, living well in spirit, living well in mind and body, living well with friends and family, living well in community, living well in music. Music is a huge, often underestimated relationship that we humans have. For many of us, music starts our day, music ends our day, music motivates us to work, music motivates us to exercise, music motivates us to worship. We humans relate to music in a very personal and also very communal way. Throughout all of our communities, we capture the stories of the ladies and gentlemen who live within our communities. And we capture the stories visually and with words. In our memory care communities, we capture them with resident shadow boxes. These shadow boxes capture the life story, capture the photographs of the person's family or career or hobbies or passions. Our team members are constantly coming up with new ways to engage residents who are just not buying maybe the traditional programs. We had a resident living with us who spent his career working on Mount Hood. He would climb up Mount Hood in the snow every day to turn on the ski lifts. 70 years later, we find out that he's always dreamed of riding up Mount Hood on the ski cat. Our team was able to put together a whole day for him to go up Mount Hood on the ski cat, eat in the lodge, drink in the lodge with his wife, and he remembered it for weeks even though he had dementia. So that's one way we create opportunities for our elders across the country, is by a specific resident that needed something, a creative team member met that need, and it's like sparks ignited a whole new program that we would have never dreamed of before. We have one of the most extensive travel programs for people with various ability levels anywhere in the United States. But we find a way to make it possible for people to go to the places they like to go. The reason we create choice, the reason we create multiple opportunities throughout the day for our ladies and gentlemen to engage in life is because everybody is so different. Every human being has a need to reconnect with purpose. We need a reason to get up in the morning. We need a reason to live. We can provide the best care. We can provide the greatest food. We can provide the best buildings. But if someone doesn't have a reason to live, why get up in the morning? Why enjoy that food? So a lot of families talk to me, and their question is, when should I move mom or dad? I need to wait. I need to wait till the very last minute to move mom or dad because she wants to be at home. She loves being at home. Well, what we see over and over again is people living at home who are isolated, scared, frightened, and they have nothing to do. They move into our communities and they carry that with them. But because we've been so intentional about our active living programming, we see people come out of their shells. We see people build new relationships. We see people explore the world in ways that they hadn't for 5-10 years. And all of a sudden, they're a new person. They've got a job to do. They're playing the piano for the rest of the residents. They're leading the beanbag baseball team. They're a part of the community, and they have a whole new lease on life because they found their purpose. When they have new experiences, new friends, and purpose, the world changes for somebody.